Junisa?
Present.
Okay. Fabiola?
Present, Miss.
Okay, next. Cintaloni?
Present.
Lulu Ulmanun?
Present, Miss.
And then next, Winda Sophia?
Present.
Okay. Eliza Rahmatul?
Present.
Ayu Prameswari?
Present, Miss.
Siti Rahma Alivia?
Present, Miss.
Okay. And next, Ludwina Rahma. Yo.
Shakira.
Syakira. Habis itu sih? Okay, today we are going to learn about recount text. Have you ever told a story about something that happened to you in the past?
Yes.
Like your last holiday or maybe an unforgettable moment? That's we call recount text. So what is a recount text? Anyone know? Okay, recount text is a text to retell past events or experience, and the purpose is to inform and or to entertain the reader, and it usually tells what happened, where it happened, when it happened, and who was involved. Okay, now let's talk about generic structure. There are three parts. The first is about orientation. Introduce the background, who, where, and when. For example, last week I went to Yogyakarta with my family. The second is about events. Okay, the sequence of events. What happened first, next, and so on. For example, first we visited Borobudur Temple. Then we had lunch at the local restaurant. And the last is about the orientation. Gives a closing or a personal comment about the story. For example, it was a great trip and I really enjoyed it. And next, let's talk about language features. Language features are special things we often see in a type of text and the tools writer uses. And recount text usually has past tense. We use the past tense to tell what happens before now, because recount text tells about past events. Okay, good. Like when, and then what else? So, okay, okay. Next, use chronological order or time connectors like first, then finally, and then what else? After that, okay. In order to, and in the end, sorry. Okay, next is action verbs. These are verbs that show something is happening, and they describe what the subject did in the story. For example, visited, traveled, and then what else? Played. And the last is about use personal pronouns. Recount texts are personal stories, so we use personal pronouns like I, we, and then what else?
My family.
Okay, my family, me, and us. Okay. Can you give me an example of a sentence using the past tense? Okay, Phoebe, please.
I visited my grandmother last week.
Okay, thank you, Phoebe. Keep applause, please. Okay, next. Now let's talk about the types of recount text. And the first is about What is it?
Personal
Recount. Personal recount tells about someone's personal experience, and the purpose is to share personal story that is happy, sad, funny, or important. And for example, my trip to Bali, and then what else?
My first day at school.
Okay, and then?
The day I lost my wallet.
Okay, good. And the second is about, what is it?
Factual recount.
Factual recount. Okay. Factual recount tells about real events that really happened, and the purpose is to give information about real events in the order they happened. For example, a report on school's Independence Day ceremony, and then what else? You want to know? Okay, and the last is about imaginative recount. Imaginative recount tells about an imaginary story as if it really happened, and the purpose is to entertain the reader with made-up story that feels real. For example, my adventure in a haunted house, and then what else?
A journey of the moon.
Okay, journey of the moon to the moon, and then today I
became a superhero.
Okay, good. Next, let's talk about the example of recount text. Lulu, please can you read the text?
My holiday in Bali. Last holiday, my family and I went to Bali. We visited Tanak Lodge, enjoyed the beach, and tried local food. It was an amazing experience. I hope to visit Bali again.
Okay, thank you, Lulu. As you can see, this recount text tells about someone's experience, and it usually and it follows the structure about orientation and then events and reorientation, and it also uses past tense, right? And which one is the past tense in this text? Visited, and then what else?
Last holiday.
Yeah, and then went, enjoyed, tried. Okay, thank you, Linda. And next, okay. And now let's try to analyze the structure of this recount text. Which one is the orientation, and then events, and reorientation? Anyone know? Okay, Rachel.
Orientation last Sunday until 14th.
Okay, next.
And event we arrived until Sanctuary.
Okay.
Reorientation it was until soon.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Ayu. Give applause, please, guys. Next, can you find the past tense words and then time connectors and what is it? Action verbs. Anyone know? Raise your hand, guys. Okay.
For the past tense, it is when, arrived,
Right.
started,
Okay.
and then visited.
Visited.
And for the time,
Time connectors.
it is first, then, after that, and finally.
Okay, and the last.
And the last one
action
is
verbs.
effort is so, and then visited,
Visited.
and had, and the last one is took.
Okay, thank you, Cinta. Give applause, please, guys. So now I want you to make a recount text, and I'll give you 10 minutes. And then one of students come forward to read your story.
Okay, Miss.
Is it individual or?
Yeah, yes, individual.
Individual.
Yeah. Okay, finish, guys.
Yes,
And who wants to come forward to read this? Okay. Please, read.
Okay, that means
Okay, please read the text in that.
my first day at senior high school. My first day at senior high school was exciting and a little scary. I woke up early and wear my new uniforms. My parents took me to school. At school, I meet many new friends and kind teachers. We had introduction sessions in hall. The principal gave a welcome speech and we played some fun games to get to know each other. I felt nervous at first, but later I was happy because everyone was friendly. It was a day I will always remember.
Okay, so guys, based on this step, let's analyze. Where is the orientation in the
I think the orientation is the first sentence. My first day until little scary.
Okay.
And then the event is from I woke up until friendly.
Okay.
And the orientation is the last sentence. It was a day I will always remember.
Okay, next, which one using past tense?
Using this one, first play, build walls, and work. This
Okay. Next, which one using time connectors or chronological order?
this M.
And then,
Yeah.
okay, next, using action verbs.
Action verb walk on, and then to, and then play. Yeah,
Done?
done.
Is that correct, guys?
Yes.
Okay, give applause, please. And you get it for the material.
Yes.
Okay. If you get the material, I have games that you guys can play it. Please open your handphone and search quizzes.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, Miss.
And enter the code.
Miss, I can't. I have a problem with my quizzes.
You are the problem.
If you guys done it,
Yes, Miss.
okay, let's
Done,
try.
Miss. Done.
Ya salah. Malasek.
If only. Well, I'm done, Miss.
Okay. Inches, who is inches? So let's see the winner.
No.
Alright, great job everyone. We have learned a lot today about recount text, and I hope you understand the lesson and can write your own recount text after this. Thank you for your attention and great participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.